Thursday, March 2nd, and my name is Bill McCamley. I'm a state representative from Las Cruces and Mesilla here in New Mexico, and this is your legislative update for the day. Sorry it is so late. It's 10:38, and we just got out of our session. We're almost into 2 weeks left during our 60-day legislative session, and this is when the long nights generally start, as there are more bills crawling through the process, and we need to get through them. The Republican Party has also started a little bit of a slowdown process. The strategy sometimes for a minority party, and to be fair, we did this sometimes too, when we were in the minority, is to discuss bills at length, even though you've already heard answers or the point has already been made, to try to slow down the process to keep other bills that you don't like from getting brought up. In response, the Democrats are basically making sure that bills do get brought up, so we're going to have a full session on Saturday, and this is generally the way it kind of plays out. So we're going along those lines now. So we actually had a bill on the floor today that I am co-sponsoring that did pretty well. It allows for the state land commissioner to have a permanent fund set up to do watershed restoration and other type of land restoration on lands that have been polluted in some way, shape, or form. And there was actually an amendment done so that the state land commissioner, who is very Republican, and the conservation groups, who are very on the progressive side of the aisle, are very happy with this bill. Also, I tend to be a progressive. My co-sponsor in this is a lady named Candy Ezell, who is very conservative from Roswell, and it's gone through the House. So hopefully it'll go through the Senate and get signed, and that's a good thing. The other thing that happened today that I am pretty disappointed about is in a Senate committee, I had a bill that would have expanded the border hours down in Santa Teresa by giving $200,000 to a program the federal government has to extend those hours by having the state combine with the private sector to provide $450,000 over a year. It failed in a Senate committee, and I'm not sure why. This happens sometimes, but it's pretty frustrating, and that's the way that the Constitution is set up, right? You have a House, you have a Senate. It's got to go through both systems, and if it doesn't make it through, it doesn't make it through. So that's really tough, as border development has been one of the bright shining lights of economic development that we've had in the state in terms of job creation. So that is what it is. So we had a bunch of bills tonight. Some passed, some failed. There's nothing of massive, huge note. But if you want, you can go to nmlegis.gov and see how some of the votes laid out for the evening. And I'm going to probably make that pitch more often as we go through this, and I don't want to go on for 10 hours about all the bills we talked about. But those are some of the things that happened today. As always, if you have questions, comments, or concerns on these or any other issues, I'd love to talk to you and answer them. Hope everyone's having a great night, and I'll be back at you tomorrow. Bye.